Welcome everyone. I am Mr. Goldenbaum, and this is Supremacy 1914. So just to build off of our last episode where we were able to kind of do an initial deep dive, where we were able to go over the specific strategy that we had planned for our nation, let's zoom out here a little bit. It's a 5v5 map. Just with the country selections that we had, that's what made the most sense. Germany's the obvious target, but let's take a look at some of the other dynamics and situations that are kind of taking place around the map. You have Russia and Sweden. They're going to be contesting Finland, which has some pretty good materials. They have some solid food, and remember, a lot of these nations do not have a lot of food. They've got a lot of wood, they've got a lot of steel, just a lot of good solid materials. They have a lot of energy. They have a lot of double coals. They have the double oils. They have double gas. They are set for the late game. But if they can't feed their armies, and if they can't produce cavalry, their early game is going to be his. So looking at things from Sweden's perspective, he's got 3 food provinces in the south, which are going to be huge for him. They're also going to be huge for Germany, who doesn't have really any double food provinces. He doesn't have any fish. I believe he just has the 3. And Sweden has 1, 2. Okay, so he does have a double food. So maybe Sweden's in a slightly better position, but he will want these additional 3 food provinces. You have Finland, you have 3 materials, which maybe won't make a huge difference for Sweden, but for Russia, which has the double oil and 2 of the double foods, this double wood province is going to be crucial for any kind of late game infrastructure on their end. So we talked a little bit about in the last episode. The plan for Russia will be to hit Königsberg. He's sending out 4 scouts in key strategic areas of the map to provide intel. Russia is deploying Fiona here in the north, producing troops. That's great. About less than an hour left. It looks like he has deployed Orhan here in St. Petersburg, which, sure, it's going to take a little while for him to deploy. Better to have him closer to the front, but he's not going to provide any kind of immediate value. But then again, Russia isn't in a defensive position at the moment, and it looks like he was able to deploy Hank in the north here. He's got about 51,000 troops that will get here relatively fast, plus an additional 30,000 coming in from the south. He's going to have a strong force here. And the play for him, I would say, would be to invade northern Sweden, either going at directly this Tremont province, though I would probably advise against that just due to the long travel distance and enemy territory. I think the ideal play for him would be to land here in Tornia. And I guess this will all depend on what the scouts show. If there's like no troops anywhere in the north, he can kind of go straight for Sweden. But this will be a pretty good choke point for him to hold. He's going to be able to put pressure on Sweden's northern territories. And if Sweden is defending this area and it does become a bit of a stalemate, he's going to have access to the rest of Finland. Meanwhile, in the south, he really doesn't have anything to worry about. There's no other enemy nations. It's not worth him spending some time going for Romania. I mean, this is all going to be a tutorial island here. So that was a quick little short here, going into some of the dynamics going on in the north. If you've made it this far, please leave a like, share, comment, subscribe. And with that, we'll see you on the next one.